And now, do you work with entrepreneurs as well?
I work with entrepreneurs. I work with a lot of very successful women who have gotten to a point where they're waking up at night saying, oh my God, is this all there is? I gave everything and I don't feel anything anymore. So I work a lot with both entrepreneurs and very successful people.
Yes. And so I noticed with entrepreneurship, because, I'm an entrepreneur and I collaborate with many entrepreneurial women. The biggest thing they always say is, there's so much on my plate that I have learned so much, but I don't get any of it done, or they're into perfectionism all the time.
Mm-hmm. Both those things are huge, procrastination or perfectionism. One of the things I've realized over the last 7 or so years since I've been working with this is that, first of all, you need really deep focus to get anything done. And you need to focus on one thing at a time. When your mind is in disarray, your emotional mind is not in harmony, then anything becomes more important than that deep focus. Either you say, I can't get to it because it's not going to be good enough, or you're trying to make it perfect. So you never launch because it has to be just right, and it's not just right. I met a lot of entrepreneurs who will buy one system after another, or, one class after another. If I just know enough, then I'll be ready to launch. All those are just your brain saying you're going to fail. So just wait until it's perfect. Wait until you know enough. In the meantime, as entrepreneurs, we know you actually only have a kind of a narrow window of time before your money runs out and you have to go get a job again, right?
Yeah, right.
So, but that's why I think the most important thing for an entrepreneur is to be emotionally healthy, because then you can start saying, here are the things I need to do. This is what I need to do today. This is the most important thing today. This will move the needle. These are my superficial things. I need to get them done, but I don't get them done until I do the one most important thing. They're the whirlwind of stuff that needs to get done. And if it drops off, it drops off. We also learn to say, hey, I had a webinar and nobody came. Oh, woe is me. Everybody hates me. I can't do this. I'm sure you've heard this.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens when you're building a business. Nobody shows up. And
right.
You have to do a little tap dance and say, well, what went wrong? Do I do this again? Do I do something else? Do I charge for it? Whatever. But the one thing you don't do is say, it's my fault. I'm a failure. The thing you tried to do might have failed or come way below your expectations. But that still doesn't mean you're a failure. Ultimately, maybe your business will fail. That still doesn't mean you're a failure. So when you take things personally, that's a sign of an emotionally unhealthy mindset. And it's in your way as an entrepreneur.
Yeah. So what I've done those master classes, I've done those like workshops and everything. And, I don't have it show up right. But I'm like, you know what? Everything is recorded. I will make this into some type of content, and I'll repurpose it somehow. So I have to do something, shift it to something else. And then I'm okay. And it's like practice for me as well. Anyway, I'm like, okay, well, if no one showed up, I'm just going to practice speaking publicly.
It is great practice. And every entrepreneur, I've talked to hundreds of entrepreneurs because I network a lot, I meet a lot of people. Everybody tries stuff. And a lot of people try things that, the big wigs have said, pay me a lot of money and I'll teach you my secret. The secret is doing a podcast. The secret is doing a webinar. The secret is you never charge. The secret is you charge a lot. It doesn't really matter. You try everything and see what spaghetti sticks to the wall. And the whole time you just say, hey, look at me. I'm a person who's trying. I have this idea. I'm a person who's willing to keep trying it different ways.
Yeah.
And bring it all in. That didn't work. Fine. Didn't work. It's like I made a cake and it fell.
Oh, that was me the other day.
So it didn't work. You can still eat the frosting.
Yeah, I was making a bun cake and it would turn it over. I'm like, all that work.
I know. It's frustrating, right?
It was fun though. It was a good experience though. I enjoyed, but it tasted great though. Crumbled and everything. It tasted fantastic.
Yeah, that sounds good. See?
Yeah, see, yeah, the little shifts like that.